Often the emphasis on patterns in foundation phase is not noted as being as important as other mathematical concepts, but it forms the basis for many mathematical skills learners will need later on for more complex maths equations. So why is it important to establish patterns in foundation phase? Firstly, it prepares learners for maths and stimulates algebraic thinking. Patterns are relevant to young learners' world as patterns can be observed everywhere in a child's environment. And also, patterns encourage discovery because learners explore patterns, identify or recognize something to be a pattern. Children come to school already having been exposed to many patterns around them. This includes patterns in nature, man-made patterns, and even patterns in music and song lyrics. The teacher's role when it comes to patterns in foundation phase includes providing opportunities for learners to explore patterns and make patterns and to talk about them. The teacher must model correct pattern terminology so that learners can pick up on the language used when it comes to patterns and assist learners in their algebraic thinking as they cannot do this alone. In foundation phase, the two main types of patterns that learners deal with are repeating patterns and growing patterns. These will be discussed in more detail in the next unit, but basically a repeating pattern is when a core of elements is repeated, and growing patterns is where the number of objects in each step of the pattern grows or shrinks. When teaching patterns, remember that young children first learn in concrete terms. This requires physical objects that the children can touch, see, and manipulate into a pattern. From there, they move on to semi-concrete, which is a picture of the physical object or shape. They then move on to semi-abstract, which is usually displayed in tally lines. And finally, they develop to thinking at an abstract level, where they recognize numbers as symbols with specific value attached to them. Learners develop their understanding of patterns slowly from a concrete to abstract level. Ensure you don't rush learners and allow them many experiences at each level to explore.